admit it, being flaky was like a big part of my strategy with guys. See, most women get flaky with guys because we're testing them. We want to see how they respond. Can they handle it? Or will they lose their cool? And really what we're looking for is if they're needy. Like, how do they handle their emotions when they like something and can't have it? Do they get aggressive and mean? Do they get whiny and clingy?
Hold on, bro. No. You know what those men do? Do you want to know? Yeah, the guys who don't care and that you like, and the man that you're talking about that you are attracted to now all of a sudden, you know what they do when they don't care? When they're not needy? They cheat! Hello? It's no service. It's no service in you girls' heads. Are you serious? They cheat! Cheaters! What are you talking? Bro, does anyone hear this? Stupidest thing I've ever heard. Women! Do you hear how girls are talking now? 2023! Wow!
And they wonder why so many of them are complaining about the same kind of men that they can't lock down. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ron back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. Today, we are going to be discussing this toxic behavior and these things that keep women single, man. All right, I ain't gonna waste no more time because I got quite a few clips I want to run through real fast. So let's go ahead and jump into it.
So I believe the reason why most women believe they are not average, because we have now created the ability to where average women can turn into top-notch women. Let me explain. Between makeup, wigs, hair extensions, filters, body enhancements, any unattractive woman can turn herself into an attractive woman, whether permanent or temporarily. We have the ability to change our look. And because we have the ability to change our look, we think that we are more attractive than we actually are, when really your attraction is mainly based on how you look naturally, right? Because eventually that person's gonna have to see what you look like without all of those things on. And regardless of what you put on externally, it's gonna come through your kids' DNA.
And y'all wonder why men prefer y'all in y'all natural state. We know this because we know if we take y'all seriously, more often than not, we're gonna see you in your natural state versus you caked up with makeup. It's just common damn sense, man. Let's keep it moving.
Like gaslighting men and making them feel so insecure. And when you make a guy feel insecure, then you can ask for what you want. So for example, if you want to get like a necklace or a bracelet, oh babe, you can't afford that right now. You gotta like get on his ego first, and then you ask like, oh, I really want this gift. Does that ever work though? Like you make him feel like first, and then you ask.
You make him feel like first,
and then you ask for what you want. If you really like a guy, do you want to make him feel like no, technically you're not making him feel like, it's just like a little part of him that feels like shit. So that's okay. Yeah.
Fellas, let this be an example, because this stuff happens. If a woman is shaming you for not buying something for her, or she's trying to make you feel as though you can't afford it, don't fall for the tactic. This girl just told you right here, well hell, really this is a monster disguised as a female, and disguised as a person. She just said that she will gaslight and shame a man into buying her stuff. And she said it with a smile on her face, like that was perfectly acceptable. Fellas, watch out. Don't be a fool. Don't.
Oh man, this reminds me of the last relationship I was in, man. This woman would literally gaslight me into doing everything that she wanted me to do. And she used this very exact same tactic. She would pretty much threaten in the relationship to end, and you know, she would always pose the threat of another guy being able to do what she wanted me to do. Like, this woman was acting like I could never tell her no. And it was like the moment I told her no, oh, I'm going to just get so-and-so to do it. And then I would cave and end up doing it. So I've experienced this firsthand, fellas, man. Don't fall for this shit. Women will guilt. It's just like how they try to shame and guilt trip us out of our requirements and standards and preferences. It's the same thing when they want you to do something for them or buy something for them. Same tactic. Let's keep it moving.
You don't bring anything to the table. They don't need to know that. Okay, that's your personal goal. That's your business. That's not theirs. It's yours. You did all the work. You don't share any of the everything.
So if I'm understanding correctly, this is the whole conversation about what you bring to the table as a woman and as a man. What does a man bring to the table? What does a woman bring to the table? And if I'm understanding correctly, she's saying as a woman, even if you have it all, let's say you are a woman who is wildly financially successful, emotionally resound, responsible, beautiful. You have all of these attributes, right? You keep all of that behind. It sounds more like she was talking about finance, but she also mentioned about having it all. So that's why I'm encompassing all of it. You leave all that behind and you bring nothing to the table. But then if I understand society right now, we are expecting the man to bring everything to the table.
Hey, wait a minute, what the hell?
I don't understand.
What is that?
I'm a strong proponent of not 50-50, but I pick up where you lack and you pick up where I lack. And so while I'm not saying, you're a woman out here, let's say you are a 6-figure woman, that you go and find you a 4-figure man. That's not what I'm saying. But how selfish is it to say, I'm not going to bring anything to the table? So why are you at the table? What are you offering? You just want to eat?
Bruh.
You don't want to bring anything. You're not contributing anything to this table. That's wild. That's selfish. You're only expecting to receive and you have nothing to contribute. I don't understand that thought process.
Yep, but that's the way these modern women think now, and it's because of women like her pushing these narratives and influencing the masses, and women are following it. And I'm telling you right now, this kind of way of thinking is going to contribute to that 50% of y'all being single by 2030. Let's keep it moving.
First of all, I'm not a misogynist, because a misogynist is someone that puts down women. I exalt women to their rightful role. Women are supposed to be women, not men. And every time somebody says that a woman is equal to a man and does what a man could do, and you're actually abusing and denigrating women. Women have a unique purpose, and they're special. They're fearfully and wonderfully made by God. I support women. So I'm not a misogynist. I don't put down. You're putting down women by saying women can be men. You're putting down women by saying transgenders can be women. No, they can never be women. Women are special, and no man can just convert and say I'm a woman today. You're putting down women by saying that.
Preach, brother, preach.
So you're actually anti-women. I'm pro-woman. I'm pro-mothers, I'm pro-wives, and I'm pro-women.
Yeah, because I'm going to be honest with you, man. We can argue the case that this feminist movement has definitely been just one big scam in making women think that their way of thinking is the right way, when in reality it really isn't. Because he just made a very, very, very valid point. Because think about this, you guys. Everything that men deem traditional to a woman is seen as oppression, is demonized. It's like, okay, but notice how all the things that men have traditionally done over the years, even with us giving women all the rights that they have now, there isn't a right that they don't have that men don't. Even with all that, even with them making all more money, we're still held to our traditional standard, and it's not seen. And holding men to a traditional standard, even right now, isn't seen as misandry. But if you hold a woman to a traditional standard, it's seen as misogyny.
What is that?
Mind blowing, ain't it? Hypocrisy at its finest. Let's keep it moving.
So life is, once I'm in a relationship, I can't be myself on my social media.
No, you could be yourself, but you got to understand that some guys might not like that, and men that typically have standards and, you know, have the ability to attract other women might not tolerate you still advertising yourself as if you're single. I mean, I just gave you the analogy. Like, literally how you feel about putting a for sale sign on your car is how men feel about their women. And I would argue it's not insecure to be that way. If anything, it's insecure for me to tolerate that because I'm scared that you'll leave me. So I'm insecure about where I stand in the relationship. But if I'm secure in the relationship, I'll tell you to your face, I don't like that, and I'm okay with you leaving. I'm very secure myself. But women try to flip it around and say, you telling me that you have boundaries and standards and all this other stuff is insecure. It's actually the opposite. Very secure, because he's telling you, I don't like this, and he's willing to let you walk away.
I noticed how like they were showing the views of the women and all of them were just like real quiet and kind of like running through their head like, damn, you know what, he's right, because if this man is willing to walk away from me because he's not gonna deal with this, then yeah, he's definitely secure in himself. I mean, because think about it, man. I'm like, this goes back to that gaslighting and that narcissism, man. They always try to say it's the men doing it when in reality it's really the women, bro. Because think about that, man. Wouldn't you look more insecure if you just letting your woman walk all over you for the sake of you being afraid that she's gonna break up with you, versus you saying, I'm not gonna tolerate this, and if you think I'm gonna continue to tolerate it, I'll walk away? Based on both of those scenarios, which situation looks more secure? All right, let's keep it moving.
None of these girls, by the way, are enjoying the sex that they're having at 19, 20, 21. They're not enjoying it. Why? Because they're sleeping with idiots. They're just sleeping with men for the sake of sleeping with men. They're just fucking any guy they meet in a club. It's disgusting. And the reason they're not enjoying it is because they can't, because they're not built that way. You can't enjoy sex with a random man. You can't enjoy sex. He might be so gorgeous. He might be, objectively speaking, the sexiest man you've ever seen. You're just not going to enjoy having sex with him because there's no emotional connection. And nobody talks about this. The girls are just rushing to sleep with as many men as possible, saying, oh yeah, it was amazing, it was, you know. And I'm like, really? Like I was speaking to my other friends, I'm like, really, is she telling the truth? Like, you know, and nobody talks about that. It's not until you actually have an emotional connection with somebody that you can, as a woman, enjoy having sex. And so if you're sleeping with all these men and you haven't stopped because you realize like this isn't working, and you continue to do that, there's a problem with you.
What's your body count so far in 2023?
Like, I mean, it's not that crazy. What are we, 1 month in? 2 months?
Yeah, like a month and 3 days.
It's like 5 or 6.
5 or 6.
She belongs to the streets.
That's about
Light work.
What? Light work. Yeah. Is that all guys?
Yeah, that's all guys. I don't usually count girls in my body count. Do they
You don't?
Count? They count too?
I mean, you can count them, I would say. Kinda.
I definitely have more girls on my list than guys.
In 2023?
Actually, I mean, not in 2023, but in general. I have been with a few girls though so far.
Okay. So in 2023, you done knocked off about 5.
Yeah.
You knocking them down.
Nice.
I see you, girl. Do your thing.
That was pathetic.
Now, y'all saw the date at the top right hand corner. They did this video February 4th, 2023. By that time, she said she had already slept with 5 men. You do the math, man. That's basically 1 dude per week.
You can't make this shit up. She belongs to the streets.
At that pace, she was gonna hit well over 500 by the end of the year. You can't make this up, man. And she looks like she falls in that young age. I guarantee you, by the time she's in her late 20s, early 30s, she'll be crying and pointing a finger at men just like most of these women do. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hitting that bell notification. That way y'all know what I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm. It helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel. Unplugged Traveler, link is in the description and pinned to the comments. To the next video, y'all. Deuces.